Hiya, how you doing? Have you done something fun yet? Oh, let's do something fun together. Like opening the latest Sophie and Toffee box. Yay! This is the Elves box. It's a monthly subscription box. Which colour box are we going to get this month? Oh, it's a black one. A gorgeous box as usual. Let's see what we've got. Theme to the box this month is fairy gardens. Yay! And this is the July Elves box. Quick sneak preview through the booklet. Yeah, looks like we've got 2 different types of resins and 3 colour pigments. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 moulds. A tool, some glitter, a couple of miniatures, some butterflies, toadstools, and other bits and bobs. Yay, let's take a look at Okay, so we've got UV resin, we've got the normal to use with silicone moulds. I love this one. We've got the AB resin, and it's 1:1. And we've got, these are new colour pigments apparently. So I have to try these ones out. This one's a pink. And yeah, palish green and a black. Apparently they're supposed to be really pigmented. Okay, these are the, oh, they're pretty. Rose gold butterflies. Gorgeous. And there's a tool. It's supposed to be for putting your pigments on. They've suggested you use it with, but oh, some nice foils. Going a bit quick. This is the light. I like the fact that this one's plug-in and not battery. So, oh, I might be putting a cover over that because that looks a bit delicate. Okay, let's have a look at this mould. Here we go. Quite a chunky mould. Oh, it's a toadstool. Oh, a few bits in there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at the detail in that. That is awesome. Yeah, I am doing a voiceover, but it's been a few days since I opened these, so... Yeah, that's a little plant. And this, I believe, is a little fawn. They're miniatures. Okay. We've got some, oh, some gorgeous chunky glitter. And tiny little toadstools. And a little funnel that you can use with the toadstool mould. Now these are the small door moulds. And fairy wings. Oh, gorgeous ones there. Of course they can be used for all sorts, not just fairies, but... And then we've got a gnome door, that's a really big one. Oh, I like that. Let's take a proper look at this one. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, lots of details in there. And then that's it. Yay, packing peanuts. And that's everything, but keep watching. Here's the project. Make the project with, and this is from the Fairy Gardens box. On the important tips, it does tell you you need to tape both parts together for the I'm trying to think of the word, what's it called, the mushroom mould. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, so just putting some stuff aside as I get ready to tape. As you can see, I've got gloves on today, yay, but I put them on way too early, as I could have done without the gloves on to tape this up, and I do end up taking them off just to finish the taping. So I'm going to start off with washi tape. Probably not the best choice. If you haven't got anything else, washi tape will do. But I think I would have probably been better off using electrical tape, because it might have stuck a little bit better. But this is fine, so long as you keep adjusting it. Yeah, see, it slipped. So going back and putting it on and just pushing it down. It does take a little while to get this done, but if you rush this point, then your end result isn't going to be as good. So just take your time and make sure you've got a thorough sealed unit. I can't think what else to call it. Sealed mould, so the two parts are properly sealed together. And the reason I'm using washi tape is so that the resin doesn't stick to it as readily, so it should be easier to take apart when I'm ready to. Okay, once I've put the washi tape on, I'm going to then go over it with sellotape. I'm not going to put you through the misery of watching me do the whole thing, but basically I go, I cover the washi tape with sellotape. Then I go round and round the mould, and then I go over the mould again, just to make doubly sure that it is all fully secure. Because I've heard people are struggling with spillage from this mould. It's a really good mould, so yeah, just make sure it's nice and tightly together. I just use standard packing tape after the washi tape. You could probably get away with just using the standard tape, but I use washi tape first. Alright, just making sure that the hole is nice and clear again. As you can see, I've had to take my gloves off because the movement of the gloves on my hand was causing me some real pain. But here we go, gloves back on, because the two-part resin you really don't want to mess around with. I don't always wear gloves for UV resin, but this I always wear gloves for, just because you can't be as precise with this stuff because you pour in large amounts. That's the first one gone in. Now the second part, I just tip the whole bottle in because these are such small bottles, and if I don't use it for this, which I do end up using it all for this, then I'll use it for I always have other moulds sat next to me that I can use it with. Okay, just stirring it up. And you want to stir it so that it tends to go a bit foggy, and then it'll go clear again. As you can see, it's nice and clear now. So just keep stirring it until you get it to that stage. Try and stir nice and gently so as not to put too many bubbles in. Okay, so I'm going to tip it out into these little containers, and I'm going to start colouring it. Now I'm using very fine glitter to colour it, and to be honest, it didn't work out quite how I wanted it, because I wanted the lower part of the mould to be this fine, really fine white hollow glitter, and then the top of it to be the red glitter, which you'll see in a minute. Well, you can see it on the table now. But you'll see what happens as I go along. Don't want to spoil the surprise. So putting a fair amount of glitter in, because that's all I'm going to use to colour this. Because obviously the light's meant to shine through it, so you don't want it to be too dense in colour. You want the light to be able to shine through. Okay. Oh, got to get every last little bit, you know me. Making sure I put the top on. And let's get that mixed in. You need to mix this in well, but try and take your time with it. Try not to add in too many bubbles. Sorry, my allergies are really playing up at the minute. Yeah, I'm not going as vigorous as I normally do with the UV resin. If you've watched my channel before or watched any of my other videos. Yep, so just pouring it in slowly into the funnel. I'm kind of hoping this separates the bubbles, so to speak, because I haven't left this to sit. It does say to leave it to sit so that it so the bubbles all go, but it gets thick really quickly, does the 1:1 resin. I think this would probably be better with the 3:1 resin, but the 1:1 resin gets thick really quickly, so the time it takes. Oh, and I've poured 2 of those cups of the first glitter in there, and thankfully no spillage so far. And I'm just pouring this one in. Now this red glitter isn't as fine as the white hollow glitter, so I had a feeling it might mix to a certain degree. So if I was going to do it again, I would let the white only do enough for the white one. And this is just the tail end of the resin in with the last little bit of the red glitter that I've managed to scrape out. And I'm just trying to make sure that I fill up the cavity in the centre as much as possible. So I'm now pulling the funnel out, but not all the way. And I'm going to put the last little bits, just letting it go down and seeing if it stops at any point, which it's not. So I'm just going to put the last of what's in this container. As you see, it's getting really thick now, so it's setting really quickly. I just need to get the last of this in, and hopefully that will fill it right to the top. Yeah, it's just pretty impossible to keep this off your hands if you weren't wearing gloves, so just the nature of it and how much you're using. My hands are getting to the limits of what they can take with gloves on, because I don't know what it is. The irritation of the movement on my hands just causes really bad pins and needles, to the point it gets really painful. Yeah, just pulling this out a little bit at a time. Just making sure that last little area is filled, hoping anyway. You see, it takes patience and takes time, so you know, go slow with this when you're doing it. Last little bits are dropping out. And I'm just making sure that fills right to the top. As you can see, it's right at the top there. So I'm hoping that means there's no gaps and no cavities in the actual mould itself. Yep, just squeezing it. Yeah, it's not coming out anywhere. Good. Yeah. Should be okay. Fingers crossed. Yep, 24 hours later. And here we go. Ready to demold. As you can see already, yeah, the red has kind of gone all the way down. So that glitter must be heavier than the white glitter that I put in, but I'm sure it'll still look nice. Yeah, there was a little bit of spillage there, if you'll see. Thankfully, I had it all taped up, so it's fine. And here we go. Oh, is it going to be okay? Just pulling it apart, demoulding bits, the favourite bit. Oh. Well, no big bubbles so far, thankfully. Here we go. And there we go. Oh, fantastic. It's come out really well. There's still a little bit of a cavity at the top. I'm not showing that properly, but I'll show in a minute. But yeah, just getting off the main of the cleanup, the extras with my hands, because it was easy enough to do. Oh wow, that is really pretty. I really like that. Yeah, it needs more of a cleanup, but I'll do that after. Oh, I love this, and the detail in it is gorgeous. There's some micro bubbles in there for sure, but I think if I'd have left it to settle, it would have got too dark. Would have got too thick, sorry, for me to have tried to fit it through that little funnel. And as you can see, there is a cavity on the top, so... And you saw me try and fill it right up to the top, so I'm not sure what I can do about that. I think for the first time of trying this mould, it's done really well. I really like that. It's really, really pretty. And although, yeah, I wanted the red to stay at the top, it looks fine. It still looks good. And as you see, I figure out something to do with the top. I mean, I can put all sorts on the top. There's all sorts of pretty things that can go on the top, but the detail in this is absolutely gorgeous. It is just stunning. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I love that. It's gorgeous. And this is it all finished and cleaned up. I've just placed a bit of moss on the top with one of the miniature butterflies I did in another video. And I haven't, once I've finally decided on the placement, then I will fix it in with some UV resin. But yeah, just a bit of an idea of what you can do if this happens to you, how you can make it look pretty. What do you think? And that's everything. But before I go, the next time you decide you don't like the way someone looks, just remember, when you take away all the squishy parts, we're all just skeletons, aren't we? Try being kind. The results might just surprise you. Thanks for watching.